Hi. Hi. How's everyone doing? I know it's been a little while since we've painted. So I'm kind of just excited to get back to it, in all honesty. We're probably not going to do the captain today. I think we'll just kind of leave him to the side. But I am going to include him in the yellow stuff I do, just because it's just easier to do them all in batches. I think tonight my focus is just going to be on getting the actual squad done. But how's everyone doing? Hey Gat-chan, hey Mika, hey Metal. I've had a very busy day. We built a bunch of furniture. We built a new wardrobe for Punk. We built a new cat tree. A massive cat tower. It's almost as orange fists. No space. Totally not, because it's your favorite color. They're not orange, actually. Though orange is the shade. This is what happens when you use inks to do your yellows. Because you want a bit of warmth in the shade and in the recesses. So I gave them a pink wash before we went in at them with yellow contrast. We're going to be highlighting those today. We're going to do the whole sponge highlighting method. We're going to be using Vallejo Lunar Yellow. Before, I thought it was a little bit too dark after last session we worked on these guys. I just thought it was a bit too dark, and I'd like to go in and brighten it up a little bit. Because we tried to do a sponge highlight, but the tone was a bit too close to what we already had. I will give you a bean. Hey Plum, how you doing? Hey Phantom, hey Vax. They look completely orange with some yellow spots. I want to say that's the lighting, but I think it's just the camera settings, honestly. They are a little bit more yellow and purple in person, but I get what you mean. We'll be doing a nice oil wash at the end if we're able to get the squad finished. But we might have to leave that till later. Commission project, of course. You're painting Logan Grimnar? Fuck yeah. That's a very cool model. I don't even like Space Wolves. I'm kind of jealous of the quality of their Primarch model. Not that Azrael is anything to snuff about. Like, Azrael's got a fantastic model update. But Logan Grimnar feels more like a Primarch than a fucking chapter master with the quality of model they gave him. Like, he's got one of the best, like, he arguably has the best chapter master model of all of the Space Marine chapters, I think. I'm not entirely sure where to put my tracker, in all honesty. And sold him for peanuts as usual. Stop selling your work for peanuts. Just DM me and I'll help you find the correct pricing for what you want to do. Your work is worth way more. I'm gonna keep yelling at you every time you do commissions for super cheap. In fact, you know what? Can you just paint all of my Warhammer for me? You cool with that? Yeah, lol. That is till Drago finally has his model. What do you mean, Vex? Khal Drago's removed from the Grey Knights Codex, apparently. He's also actually the Silver Knight of Slaanesh these days. That's a fact. There's a Grey Knight who ventured into the warp, went missing, and then went through all of the circles of Slaanesh's palace, and made it all the way to Slaanesh, and then fucking... Oh wait, Ozzy Osbourne is dead? What the fuck? Bruh. I mean, he is fucking old, in fairness. Hey Char, how you doing? Ozzy is old, but like... Yeah, man. Fuck. Fucking legend. He was 76. That's old. No, that's not fantasy lore. That's 440,000 Codex Demons lore from literally 9th edition, my guy. The Silver Knight of Slaanesh is legit a Grey Knight who went into the warp, went to Slaanesh's palace, fought his way through all of the fucking shit, and then made it up to Slaanesh's throne, and then looked at Slaanesh and was like, alright, fuck it, I'm in. You son of a bitch. Gaslight Gatekeep. No chance, my guy. No chance. You can't gaslight me. I know way too much lore. If you were to worship one Chaos God, who would you choose? You know, that's kind of tough, honestly. That's a really tough question. I think they all have merits that would make one want to worship them. With Khorne, it's very simple and primalistic. It is the catharsis of released rage. And I think that's something we could all do with every now and again. For Nurgle, it is the idea of being able to live pain-free, being able to live a long life that's relatively relaxing. You know, just being a gardener, as they say. For Slaanesh, it's all the fun shit in the world. All the joy, all the love. And for Tzeentch, I'd probably say is the most interesting option. It's to never just get bored, to always be constantly in a state of change and improvement. They all have their own merits. I'd argue that, for me, personally, it's got to be between Tzeentch and Slaanesh. Got to be between Tzeentch and Slaanesh. If ever I were to choose one. Probably leaning Slaanesh, in all honesty, because, like, with Tzeentch, nothing is straightforward. Whereas with Slaanesh, it's like, you know what you're getting into. It's like when someone says, don't stick your dick in crazy, but, like, you would. Lol. Just gonna sponge. Nice and simple. I like sponging. It's such a nice little way of painting. It's like super chill. It's like such a super chill like way of doing it. Especially for this stage of the game where it's just like, oh yeah, we're just blocking out the armor and getting everything the right tones. We're going to be as liberal as we want. Because at the end of the day, it's gonna just be really good and nice and easy. Yeah, no, this was the right color. This is brightening this up deliciously. And it's making it look a lot more yellow than orange. Though this Power Fist is probably going to stay always a little bit orange. But that's okay. That's okay. I'm going to have a nice oil wash at the end, which should probably like make everything just a bit grimy and gritty. Very kind of grimdark. Without going too grimdark, because you never go full grimdark. Otherwise, it just looks like you've made a mess. Gonna re-moisten my sponge. I like the sponge method. It's just very, very chill. There's just always going to be something relaxing about getting to just dab on these Space Marines. I wish it was a more universally applicable kind of thing. But alas, it is not. Hey, Nurgle! Wait, what? Hashtag girlboss, lol. Yeah. Chaos God. You know what? If Chaos can have a Chaos God of Rats, why can't we have a Chaos God of Cats for Games Workshop? The people need answers. This is a grave injustice. Make me the Chaos God of Cats, okay? It'd be fine. Everyone would be happy with that, right? Who wouldn't want me to be the Chaos God of Cats? I'd just like make sure all of my everyone gets nice snacks, and you know nothing gets done. It'd be great. It'd be like the Chaos God of procrastination and innocent demise, because everything would just fall apart. Be the best Chaos God, because no one would have to worry about fighting it. It'd just be chill, and all of my minions would have chill times. It'd be great. Trust me. Vote for me to be the next Chaos God. It'll be fine. Trust me, bro. I'm definitely not plotting evil plots. know how much of a difference this makes. But I think it does make it a little bit more yellow and a bit brighter. It's not a huge difference, admittedly. I think it shows up a lot less on camera, but like, I think it's enough of a difference to warrant this step. Ah, I've been bonked. Oracle, hey, how you doing? I like girls. Who doesn't like girls? I mean, unless, yeah, well, except, I mean, I know who doesn't like girls, but like, that's beside the point. Wow. Cue Jocat's song. Wait, what was the one I just did? That was the assault cannon. Okay, I'll put that down now. So once we've done this, once we've done this little sponge session, well, I think we'll go over and get all the purity seals and bits done. That's what I'm thinking. Which should be relatively simple to do. Oh, I should put that more in focus so that it's... Hang on, let me adjust the focus so that it's actually in focus where I'm painting. There we go. But yeah, I have work tomorrow, so we're not going to stay up too late today, unfortunately. Though next week, do expect a lot of painting streams at all hours of the day, because I've got my my birthday donathon happening next week, which is going to raise money for the whole big rebranding thing. Oh, also, Waifu Wares is moving forward with our partnership, so I should actually have some official merch coming soon. Are you all excited for that? We gonna have a little cup that you can buy. We are robbing banks to donate to Tiger. Fuck yeah. 8-hour stream, sweet, yeah. Next week, every day will be like a full day long stream. First thing in the morning, boom, I'm there, in your face, in your notifications. Last thing at night, I'm still here. Being asleep, probably, with like reruns happening in the background. Because I need to commission the art for it. And, commercial art is very expensive, chat. Like, I totally get it, because it's like you're buying art not just to have as art, but to deliberately make money off of. But man, it's expensive, and I do not have money to commission that art just yet. I had one guy lined up, and then the price was a little bit different than what was originally advertised. And then I was like, oh fuck, I can't afford this. Fuck. I say a little bit. It was like 1.5 times what I thought it was going to be. Wow. But yeah, official Tiger merch will come. And you can also use my discount code on it. So you can get Tiger merch. I make like a 12% commission on all sales using my discount code, by the way. So it does directly support me without having to do subscriptions or anything like that. And you get something cool back. If you want to check out the company, I do have an affiliate link. It should be in my about section, actually. But yeah, that's going to be exciting. Oh, also, did you guys hear about the V Shoujo stuff? Apparently, they've been like embezzling funds that were meant for a charity with Iron Mouse, and she fucking quit. She literally just quit on V Shoujo, and I'm just like, bruh. Iron Mouse is like an institution unto herself. You know you're done fucked up if she's pissed off with you. Holy shit. And a bunch of the people, money corrupts, it be that way. But like, holy shit though. Apparently it's only the American branch that's really fucked up. But the CEO is like, yeah, no, it's been so fucked up. They're not even sure how, if V Shoujo in the US has a future. And they're just trying to like support all the artists that haven't already left. A bunch of people have just cancelled all the big names at V Shoujo have cancelled their contracts, and I'm just like, holy fuck. Like, I thought V Shoujo was meant to be like the one of the better companies to work with. That was what I thought, at least. Yeah, that's kind of crazy. Kind of crazy. I can't really have too much of an opinion. I don't like companies most of the time. Though that's being said, there is like... I understand why people want to sign up to VTuber agencies. I just don't really think it's necessary. That being said, if it's a really big agency like Hololive, like, they change the way you have to work. Long live India Hololive, I guess. It'd be that way. Like, I don't really know much about Hololive. Like, they don't have many scandals as far as I'm aware. Sure, I've been bonked. $500,000, yeah, it's crazy. You watch it all happen live. She's out and 5. Holy shit. Bonk the scarf. I get that. So I wouldn't mind joining up to an agency that lets me just do my own shit, and then they promote me. And like, suddenly I have a massive following. But then again, I don't know that I'd like being a big VTuber. I'd like to do this for a living. Like, I'd like to be large enough that like I can just focus on hanging out with chat and being there for people more often, and then working on like the content I want to create. I'd like to do that. I don't know if I'd like to like be a really big content creator with too many people in chat. But then again, that's what the Discord is for. I guess if things ever get overwhelming and people want to talk to me and spend time with me. It's not like I don't just do random hangouts on a whim and people can just hang out while I play video games or just chat shit. Yeah, I think the captain and the librarian I'm going to save for next week. That's my thinking. Probably go over this with a very dark red contrast for the cape, I think. Is what I'm thinking. I'm thinking Flesh Terror's red. Look really nice. I'm gonna try some freehand and get like, you know, the Templar Maltese cross painted on that shield. Or that one. I don't know which. I think that'll look cool. So a lot of this is going to be done in dark metallic. There's a little bit of me that wonders if I should try freehanding the Imperial Fist sigil on the shoulders. I'm kind of scared to. But, like, a fist isn't exactly hard, right? Maybe I'll get a little bit of paper and practice on that. Because it's just like a trapeze, right? And then a block, and then a random little rectangle on the side for the thumb. But then you just like add definition to it, right? With like some highlights to actually define the shape of the closed fist. That's what I'm thinking. It can't be that hard. It can't be that hard, right? Yeah, I know. It's not hard in terms of colors. It's more, for me, it's more trying to define the shapes. But I don't think it's going to be that hard. I might get my Micron pen and sketch it out first. What do you think, chat? Should we try it? I kind of want to try it, in all honesty. Because I hate doing transfers. I'll be real with you. I absolutely despise doing transfers. And if I fuck it up royally, you know what? I can just paint over it. Yeah, I'm going to use this Micron pen to sketch out. This is dry, right? Yeah, so what I'm thinking... So we've got... That bit is the wrist joint. But that bit is the trapeze. Make this a bit bigger. Then we get like... a little bit of a block up to here. And a little bit here for the thumb. That resembles a fist shape, right, chat? Yeah, I can do this. I can do freehand. Fuck you, transfers. I don't need to deal with you. Hell yeah. I'm doing it, chat. I am an artiste. I am doing the thing. God, if you'd have like told me I'd even be attempting freehand a couple years ago, I'd have told you you were absolutely insane. And I know that maybe the fact I'm using a pen is cheating. But this is just to sketch out the basic shape, right? It's gonna get proper, like, base coated and stuff later. I feel confident these days. Much more confident than I ever thought I would when it comes to painting. And it's a nice feeling. I'll be real with you, chat. It might not be perfect, it might not be perfectly uniform or even, but I'm okay with that. Oh, that reminds me, do I need to do the yellow on this bit? I might need to. Bugger, where's the sponge I was using? Where did I put it? There it is. I did say I wouldn't do much work on... I wouldn't really be working on the librarian today. That's fine. Wow, I'll fix my spine. Yeah. It's nice, like, feeling confident over time. Like, I think that's one of the other things that I think makes me feel good about my progress, is that I'm no longer quite so afraid to try new things the way I used to be. It's a nice feeling, honestly. There's a bit less room to work here. One on the captain's shoulder might end up being the worst, but that's okay. That's okay. It's just a smaller canvas to work on. Okay. That's sketched out. But we're not going to need to do that to actually work on that till later. So what's next on our agenda, chat? I'm not a heretic. What? I mean, maybe. You can't prove anything, though. You cannot exterminatus me. Go feed yourself. Why? 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 What did I do? What do you want to work on next, chat? Ah! Why? Hey, fungi. Yeah. Wow. We're working on your stuff today. I'm gonna do some freehand fists later. I'll sketch out the shapes for now. I'm just kind of pondering where I want to go. I'm not a heretic. Proceeds to play almost exclusive. Look, I also play Dark Angels. I also play Dark Angels. And Sisters of Battle. How you doing, fungi? How's your holiday going? I hope you're able to still have a nice time after the thing. Boring. Wow. I'm sorry. I hope that you can at least try and have a decent time. Not left hotel today. Bruh. Was I too far off though? Look, I'm a chaos main. I don't hide that. What do I want to do? I feel like I should get the purity seals done. which means probably base coating them because they're all yellow tinted at this point. So I can't just do a quick contrast coat. Okay. Well, I mean, I guess it's okay if they're just a little bit imperfect, because it's like they're in battle and stuff. I'm just going to do a couple of purity seals just to see how it looks. And if it looks terrible, then we'll start again. Because we can do that. Nothing is destructive. It's even, no matter how additive it is. This, I think, gets us an okay base coat. A base tone for the purity seal. We'll have to highlight it later with something like Wraithbone or an equivalent. You gonna boop me? You're reading a horse riding, right? You're reading Horus Rising, The Seeds of Heresy are sown. Hell yeah, I've heard really good things about Horus Rising. I actually just finished watching this morning the Warrior Tier adaptation of the Horus Rising book that he's been working on for YouTube. And yeah, it's a really great story. Surprised to see like Rogel Dawn, Sanguinius, and the Emperor's Children all feature in it though. Like he's done us, like the Warrior Tier team have kind of made it into like a sort of radio drama. It's a very cool story. God, it's so fucked up what happens with the interacts though. But we all know everyone's favorite word bearer is behind it all. But I'm not gonna spoil you. I'm not gonna spoil you. But yeah, if you ever when you finish the book, give that a little read or a little listen rather. It should work really, really well. Yeah, I think this works, but I am gonna need to go in with a highlight on some of the bits that have some of the bits that are a little bit too yellow tinted, and that's okay. It still saves us a lot of time in terms of like getting the right color down. Which is the main point about these kinds of paints, really. So, this first squad fungi I'm aiming to have done today. And hopefully, I'll have your, I'll have the Infernus Marines built and painted next week. And along with these characters. I'm not working on the characters today. So, I don't know how long you're on holiday for, but by the time you get back, I should be able to get these in the mail for you. Just in time for another Combat Patrol giveaway. Lol. Because we're going to give top next week during the birthday donathon, we're going to give away a Combat Patrol from the Combat Patrol magazine to the top donator, but also we're going to give away one away to the top gift sub gifter, just like we did at the last one. But it's all stuff from the Combat Patrol magazine thing, so it's stuff I already have, and I guess it just lets me like have a focused target. Though there is a bit of me that thinks, maybe I should like paint it. Maybe I should just paint one up and then just decide that that's the prize for the given thing. Because then some people will really want it. But then some people will absolutely not want it at all. So, I don't know. I don't know, chat. You're back Thursday. Oh. Then, yeah, it definitely won't be ready in time for you to come, for when you come back, lol. But it will be ready next week sometime, so I can get it posted. You might go to see a Warhammer store in Barcelona. As you played... You plan to go before it happened? Yeah! Why don't you go? You're making a dress? Oh, that's super cool, Char. Like, all by hand. That's amazing. That'd probably be quite fun, actually. I should learn to sew. It'd be so easy to do cosplays when you actually know how to sew. Then you can just make everything on your own. Okay. I keep saying I'm not going to do more. I'm not going to do more on the captain, but he's right there. And it's exactly the same thing for most of this. I'm not going to finish the captain today. I'm just going to, like, do the little bits in time with everything else, because it just makes sense to. But yeah, I think my plan is that everything currently on my desk is going to be finished during the Donathon next week. And then maybe one of the goals will be chat can pick something to build and paint from one of my big projects. Or well, just, yeah. That's a lot in my list of stuff to build and paint, honestly. Like, a lot. I should still finish my Emperor's Children. I will finish my Emperor's Children at some point. I think I'll try and get them mostly done next week. There's still things I want to do, like the Flawless Blades, Lucius. Then there's Horus Heresy stuff. There's a lot of infantry. And tanks I need to work on. Me. I'm not going to work on this character. Continues to work on this character. Okay, for real though, I'm not going to do any more on him. Cyberman multiple watchdogs and Borderlands. Nice. Do the cosplays. I believe in you. Andy, hey! How goes the painting? We just started a little while ago. But these were already in progress. These were already in progress. So, while that dries, I do feel like it doesn't really stand out so much. What if we do black purity seals with white writing, chat? Do you think that would work? I don't know. We just need to make them a bit more brown with a second coat. Yeah, I think just making them a bit more brown will do the trick. Because they still look like parchment. Marvel Rivals Summer Punisher. AL. Thanks. These are for fungi who I will hopefully have the whole combat patrol ready for next week. I'm going to do my best to get it done next week because I know you've been waiting a while for it and it really annoys me that I'm just so disorganized that it takes me forever to get projects done. But that's a me problem because you've been really nice and not like been chasing me for it at all. I always follow through. It just takes time. It just takes time sometimes. Oh, I completely missed this purity seal. Oh, fuck. Okay. After this, the actual wax seals need to be done. That should be very simple, because Doomfire Magenta is like the perfect color for that. Man, you've been getting paired with a lot of people on Darktide that just constantly say slurs like a 12-year-old. Jesus Christ, what? Why is that still a thing? Like, I know that was like a thing in COD, like when I was... Is this the problem with things becoming mainstream? God, that shit makes me wish that there was friendly fire in Darktide. Just like shoot them. Just shoot them all. Murder them. Yes. It's very tiresome. God, I'm so glad, like, I never really... I mean, I say this, I want to play more Darktide, but, like, I'm so glad that, like, I've got this community, that we have this community. You know, you can always just ask in Gamer Gang if people want to play Darktide. There are lots of people in the community that play it. That's too much paint. Me, I'm not going to paint more on this captain. Continues to paint more on this captain. Just a little more, I swear. That's a really nice red, honestly. I really like Doomfire Magenta. I just think it's a good color. Very pure. Very bright, very bold. It makes me happy to see. What are we painting today? We are not drinking the paint water. We're drinking a flat lemonade. A flat monster lemon that Pink opened yesterday but didn't finish. And I was like... Before stream, I was kind of feeling really tired because we've had a very big day of doing stuff around the house. We've almost got the tabletop streaming space set up. It's right behind me. And we also built a cat tree for the cats. It was going to be the new cat cam spot, but right before the stream, Haru, who was just having a great time playing in it, decided to leave. She followed me through when I was getting supplies and a drink. And then she didn't come back when I came back this way. Which I'm really sad. She seems to really love it, though. Like, the cats really like it. Hang on, I'll show you. It's huge. It's huge. Also, please don't mind the mess when I show it to you. It's a work in progress. It's being reorganized. Do I want to see the Summer Punisher? Go on. It can't be that bad, can it? But yeah, You gonna DM it to me? Bear in mind, I know nothing about Marvel Rivals. I just want to make that clear. I've never played it. Because I don't do freemium games. I don't. I know myself well enough to know that playing those kinds of games is really bad for my wallet. Really bad. Oh, that's not what I'm looking for. Fuck, where did my webcam go? There it is. But yeah. This whole area is still needing to be tidied and organized and stuff. But yeah. It's huge. It's about as tall as Ponk is. And we just built Ponk's wardrobe there. And then I might move it. I might move it. But it's huge. Like it's like 5 foot. It goes even higher. Like it's like 5'7" or something. It's a huge cat tree. So I reckon it'd be a good for cat cam. I might move it. I'm probably gonna move it. Ayo, what the fuck? Since when did this pot? Okay. That sounds cool. I mean, is that really? Bro, that's not a swimsuit. Holy shit. Bro's just fucking wearing a thong with his bits out with the Punisher logo that plastered over to censor it. Fucking hell. Okay. Okay. I can see why people like Marvel Rivals, lol. For the same reason they like Overwatch. Frank Castle swore never to bring it back. Wait, was this actually a thing from the fucking comics? Because that makes it even more funny. That makes it even more funny, and I love that. This was his 90s swimsuit special look. I didn't know there was a 90s swimsuit special. Holy shit. That's not a swimsuit though. Holy shit. God, 90s Marvel was something else though. They liked the whole 90s edge thing and at times just took it as far as it could possibly go. Which is great. And then anime took it even further beyond, as it is wont to do. I love how, like... I love how the magenta purity seals just really stand out over everything. Okay. No! Oh god, I goofed. It's fine now. We'll fix it. But yeah, we might do a bonus stream on Saturday for Darktide with Micagnius, who is a lovely, lovely streamer friend who we've raided into before. They do a lot of hobby work and Warhammer content. I don't think he's part of the Darktide Partner Program. He definitely has the numbers for it, so I might poke him about that. See if I can get him in touch with Catfish for future projects. I think he'd enjoy that. 'Cause I know he was very excited to do Dare Drop stuff with Space Marine too. But yeah, it's just a collab for the two of us, so we might probably have some spots for chatters to join. You're posting something as well? Oh no. What are you posting? Ping me in the channel or just DM me, either works. Yeah, I really like that. I do think the darker brown was necessary because otherwise the purity seals just don't really stand out very much. Just with how like that whole parchment color isn't very different to yellow, so like trying to make it readable, it's going to come down to making sure that the shade is noticeably different. With that done, I think we might be able to just... I'm just going to do some spot corrections here and there. Do we want to do metallics already? It feels a bit early to be doing the metallics, in all honesty. Okay, let's see what you got, Andy. Ooh, that looks really cute, Char. Oh my god. That's actually hilarious, Andy. Thank you. That's amazing. Fucking Marvel. They know how to do fan service, if nothing else. Oh yeah, I forgot to do all of these little camera lights on the top of everything. I'm gonna do that. I'm just gonna do them in green. The same color as the islanders. Just because it's nice and simple. Soak up a little bit of the excess paint in here. Cool. Right. Now, what's next? What's next? I believe I wanted to do some dark metals on certain bits. I think I wanted to use the Ionic Smart paints because I fucking love the Ionic Smart paints. And the dark metal is amazing. I was thinking that's the color I'd use for my for the silvers. I mean, for the purity seals and stuff, just to give it that really high contrast with the yellow. Grass. Where's my smart paint? Do I have it on the desk, or do I need to go looking for it? I think I might need to go looking for it, chat. Let me check my paint box. One day I will tidy up all my shit, but this room is a massive work in progress for organization. But it's gonna happen sooner rather than later, thankfully, because it's already mostly done. The real question is, what do we work on after we finish the Emperor's Children? Ah! No, don't fall over. I wanted to use this. I need to get the paint mixer as well. There's something else I wanted to check. Okay. I'll be back in a sec, chat. I did need to get my paint mixer mixer. I have returned. Oh, actually, here's a question. In Marvel Rivals, have they done the different gender-swapped Loki versions yet? And if so, are they separate characters? Or do they have the same overall stats? Punk! I can't believe Pink is not subscribed to me. I can't believe Pink is not subscribed to me, chat. Can you imagine? Shame the punk for not being subscribed. Shame the punk. Punk shame. How dare she not be subscribed to me? Funny. They should add Loki horse skin and let you fuck the Ice Giant's horse. Jesus Christ! Metal! Wow! Funny. Actual Loki lore. I know it's actual Loki lore. Actual mythological Loki lore, but also Marvel Loki lore. Fucking Loki. Loki just didn't give a fuck about anything. He was just like, I'm a god. Fuck it, literally. When you say fuck it and then they take it literally. That's just Loki in a nutshell. Also Odin. Also Zeus. and most of the Greek pantheon, but like, I ain't judging. I do think it's weird how they fuck animals. I gotta say, can they even consent? Can they communicate with fucking animals? I imagine that a deity could. I imagine that a deity could. It still doesn't make it any more right. Lol. God, human culture is so fucked up in terms of where it came from. I'd like to think we've come a long way as a civilization, but then I look at certain parts of the world and I'm just like, nah. No, that shit's still fucked up and backwards, lol. And I know, it's very, very imperialistic of me to judge, but I'm British, what do you expect? Lol. Am I getting cancelled for that, chat? Or am I just being funny? It's just a bit! Trust me, it's just a bit, I don't care. Didn't he also fuck with someone as a bull, hence the Minotaur? Zeus managed to seduce someone as a son. That's true. The ancients had kinks too, that's true. Did all of the godly BS, like Femble and... Yeah, everything in the Marvel universe from Norse mythology is apparently canon. I'm not the one who made that distinction. You can thank Marvel themselves for that, lol. Okay. So do it. Oh yeah, no, I turned the cat camera off because like there was no cat for the cat camera. Well, Haru was here, and then I went to go and get a beverage for stream, and then she followed me, and then she just didn't come back. She's, I believe she's turning your bag into a pile of floof right now. Yeah, no, this doesn't have as good coverage as it should. In fact, I think I want to switch. I think I want to switch to a darker paint. We'll leave that for now and come back to it. Lol. Why is this lighter? It's meant to be darker. God. Paint is fucking weird, I swear to God. Can you just make up your mind about which of you is the brighter paint? Wow. This one does have much better coverage though, which is exactly what I wanted. Usually the Army Painter speed paints have fantastic coverage, and I don't have to worry about... But this is probably not an okay brush to keep using in its current state. And it's all better. Or is it? It's not all better. Why do you keep fraying? You were fine just a second ago. This is what I get for using cheap Chinese brushes off Amazon, chat, but like... Man, it's so much easier and cheaper to just keep getting shit brushes and then replacing them when they start to be shit than it is to buy, like, brush soap sometimes. Am I weird for thinking that? Because brush soap is very expensive. I hear a cat. There is a cat behind me, isn't there? cat appears behind me. Nothing personal, kid. Spam. No, there isn't a cat behind me. It's just the blinds hitting the window that I keep thinking is a cat clawing at the scratching post. What? Nothing personal. You're glad I can't see what you're doing to Logan Grimnar? Why would I be mad? Why would I be upset at what you're doing to Logan Grimnar? Like, Logan Grimnar's a space wolf. You can do whatever you want to them. I have no investment in the space wolves. I think he's got a cool model, but that's about it. I also think he's got a cool model for kit bashing. Like, don't you think that Logan Grimnar looks like he'd be a wonderful Chaos Lord? I do. I'd be mad if you did it for Are you finishing it in like 2 hours? Cause that's like that's a 2-hour job at most, including the build. And that's not counting like the 20% fucking uptick you should add to your hours for the fucking actual service that you're providing. POV, this is actually Andy's ghost talking. Oh. Don't hurt Andy. Andy is a good egg. Do not. Do not is forbidden. Do not the Andy. Before you get my price was agreed before you had the conversation. I know, I know, I know. Well, yeah, no, people fucking... You need, like, a business advisor. Because you definitely have the skill to, like, actually do it as a living. Like, hell, even people like Froggy rate your painting. Like, and Froggy's literally paints and does commission work when she's not for streaming. Like, it's her full-time job. Actually, here's a question for you. You know the stuff you paint for the local game store? Do you get to keep it? Like, when they don't want it on display anymore? Because, like, if you're the one who's painting it all for the shop, like... Do you get to keep it when they don't want it on display? Because, like... I feel like you should. Especially if you're putting, like, overtime hours off-site into getting it painted. You know? Bruh. 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 Even your work is taking advantage of you, my dude. You shouldn't be doing any of that painting out of work hours. Unless you just really want to paint, then you know what? By all means, go ahead. But, yeah, I don't know. You have to take better care of yourself. I refuse to let my community members be exploited. This is not okay. But yeah, you should definitely ask, because they're not gonna want them forever. Eventually, they're gonna need to get rid of them. And like, since you're the one that actually put the effort into painting them, you should definitely get to keep them. That's my opinion, though. You painted it all. They're trying to sell it. Bruh. Bruh. How much are they trying to sell it for? You painted the whole Deathcore kill team for the shop, right? And now they're trying to sell your work. And did you paint it for free? So, did you knock it out in a day? Did you knock the whole thing out in a day? Because even still, that's too cheap. For your quality of work, that's too cheap. It took you 2 days. Yeah, that's a $200 job. If that's 2 days including the build, that's like a 200 euro job, like easily, and that's on the lower end for your skill. If you could knock it out in a day, yeah, because if that's 2 whole days work, you know. That's so much of your time and effort. And they just fucking get rid of it by selling it. And they don't even, it's like, bruh. You deserve better than that. I don't like it. I don't like it. It's not my business. It's not my business. And I shouldn't, like, I don't want to tell you what to do, but I don't know. I just think you deserve better than that, you know? Like, I've seen your work. Your work is genuinely top tier. You should try and enter some painting competitions. I know the competition scene is very fierce, but like, at the very least, I think you've got what it takes to win some painting competitions. And like, the painting competitions pay a lot of money for like the real, like, things like for big event painting competitions. Hell, I genuinely think that you've got a shot, because you're definitely one of the best painters I know. Like, I might occasionally do a casual competition on like a tabletop level thing, but yeah. You'll post them in tabletop. Okay. Let me have a look. Let me have a look. I've just seen your Logan Grimnar, Katachan. Look at this, chat. Look at the fucking quality here. The lighting and the shading. It's the way it like highlights the shapes, and it's so well readable and clean. Like 25 euros for this paint job. You've charged like 2 hours work for something that is probably going to take a lot longer. Yeah. See, you should at least charge minimum wage for yourself. For real. Like, you should at least... oh... Genuinely, what? But like, Kat-chan, we had this. Kat-chan and I had this conversation when we were playing. When I was playing Night Rain in Discord about commission pricing, because they've also like popped. They've also done like an Imperial Knight for like peanuts. I'm glad you're not on fire, Andy. Don't be on fire. You charge too little for your quality of work. You don't even charge yourself a fair you don't even charge minimum wage for the time you put in. Place more value on yourself. For real. At the very least, charge minimum wage for what you estimate a job is going to take in terms of time. At a minimum. You should definitely charge more for your skill level. A lot more for your skill level. And I'm going to keep saying this. And maybe you might not get as many customers. That's true. That's true. But, like, you cannot sustain... You cannot sustain that kind of, like... Yeah, you can't sustain that. It's not sustainable. I mean, if I had the money, I'd commission you to do stuff. I'd also need to figure out how to get the miniatures to you, because you're in France and I'm in the UK. And Brexit is a thing that has happened. As much as I hate to admit it. I did not vote for it. But, like, yeah. I miss back in the day where things could just go back and forth between countries and it would be chill. Knights of the big boys, yeah. I think it's important that everyone step back every now and then and just question whether or not they're treated well by the people around them in terms of, like, valuation, especially when it comes to work-related stuff. Because, like, you have to remember, any business, they are not your friend, they're an employer. And there's plenty of work out there if you know where to look. Though at the same time, it is nice to work at a friendly local gaming shop. But at the end of the day, they are a business first and foremost. The running of the business is the most important thing to them. Wouldn't it be easier if you just bought them on site? I mean, that's true. That is true. That is true. Though I question whether or not it would actually be cheaper even with your staff discount. Because, like, you have to bear in mind, Warhammer here is at the UK rate, which is cheaper than the European rate, unfortunately. But I do wonder. I am curious. I am curious. I don't know how it would work, but, like, I have plenty of stuff to paint as is. You know what I'm going to start with in autumn? I'm going to do the new Dark Angels kill team. That's going to be my first Cald Wardens, guys. When me and Pink finish our narrative, we'll do, like, a nice cool kill team narrative later on. That should be really fun. I think I want to try and do heat weathering on the muzzle of this gun. I think that would look very cool. You get 25% off, which is totally cheaper than the UK, right? Ah, but you get 20... Actually, yeah, no, 25% off. I'm assuming your store does it at cheaper than the actual, like... You've given me something to think about. Given me something to think about. I have too much shit to pay for to think about commissioning Warhammer. Wow. This is the problem. It's the same with art in general, to be fair. I want to commission all the artists. I cannot afford to commission all the artists for VTuber stuff. It's expensive. Yeah. Yeah. No one wants to get burnt out on their hobbies. They're things that we do for enjoyment. One of the reasons I kind of gave up on doing art commissions, because like I did a very brief stint as a commission artist, and then I eventually decided, no, it just wasn't fun, you know? It just wasn't fun because I wasn't able to do the stuff I wanted to do. Then when I had time, I just had no energy for it. Commission work is very draining. Like, I massively respect the people that can do it. But, yeah. At the very least, Katachan, you've got, like, a pretty decent portfolio. I say pretty decent, you've got a fantastic portfolio of work. I hope you're collecting everything together so you can, like, share with, like, proper miniature painting companies and whatnot. Because maybe you can get a job just as a professional mini painter for something like Siege Studios. I know they were recruiting. I know that they were recruiting. And while doing, like, commissions at a proper rate for you might be difficult to get on your own, maybe joining a big, like art commission company like Siege Studios might actually be a realistic career path for you, because then you get commissions from all over the world.
Look out! Here they come!
Arufin Velvet just traded with 3 viewers.
Arufin! Hello, hello, hello. How was your stream? Welcome, welcome, welcome. How is Mecha Break? I'm very curious about Mecha Break. I know it's a freemium game, so I'm kind of wary, but it's got fucking mechs. Okay, I love mechs. And yeah. Someone needs to do that meme. I am a wholesome being that would never stream freemium games. It has giant robots. Me looking at it very, very tense. Row of at least... Jesus Christ. Yeah, too bad you don't have the proper camera. I mean, you could always take pictures of stuff from back then nowadays. I'm glad I got an iPhone for VTube stuff, because the camera on the iPhone is incredibly good, so I kind of just use it for my mini photography. And it just works, you know? It just works. Fun. It's only paid to win if you play the extraction shooter game mode. But the actual ranked and stuff is just your skill. Nice. By the way, you've gotten some bad news. Oh no, Arafin. Are you okay? Are you okay? Are you okay? Yo, yeah, we had that pop up in chat before. Fucking rip. Bro was a fucking legend. I think he was still touring as well. It's a real shame. That's going to be all over the news over the next couple of days, I imagine. Also, the V Shoujo. Yeah, in Discord call with JP CEO. Holy shit. Yeah. Wait, what was case on? I mean, is it just because of over the US stuff? Because I know most of the embezzlement and stuff happened in the US branch of V Shoujo, as far as I'm aware. And I thought that for the most part, V Shoujo was quite good in the JP scene. Everyone just quit. Yeah, pretty much. Hey, Pato. Yeah, everyone in V Shoujo is kind of quit right now. It's kind of nuts. And Shia Lily has decided not to stream for a bit in solidarity with all the people who have quit. Zentreya just left. Arma Lee has suspended her contract. I know that, like, Niji Sanji has had really big drama, but holy shit. When it rains, it pours for V Shoujo. Like, my word. It's like, it was just like, it's not so much that V Shoujo has drama, is that V Shoujo has catastrophically imploded overnight, it would seem like. Which, I'm not gonna lie, there's a little bit of me that finds it kind of funny, but like, bruh. That's crazy. Like, it's absolutely nuts. Oh shit. I mean, before stream, I'd read that it was suspended with immediate effect, and a bunch of other people that hadn't cancelled their contracts yet had cancelled all their V Shoujo streams. So yeah, V Shoujo is probably dead in the water right now. I don't know how they can recover from what's happened. V Shoujo said, "Hold my beer to Niji Sanji." Yes. No, who I'd like to... If I ever signed with an agency, I'd probably sign with Moist Critical's talent agency. Because it's not very well known, but it's always got, like, really down-to-earth people in it. I like that. I like Moist Critical. He seems like a chill guy. Also, he's into Warhammer, which is nice. Hololive has a lot of rules, but I think they're the ones that are keeping their noses clean. Yeah, pretty much. V Shoujo has an entire generation in the pipe. Oh, that's true. God, have they really been, like... I heard about it, but then they've not, like, launched that generation yet, have they? It's all the people from those auditions they did the other year. I can't believe how long they've just kept them, like, not doing stuff. Just sort of on standby before they launch. I wonder if those people have been able to, like, keep doing their own thing at the same time. But I know Kason, I remember a while ago, was talking about how when you join a big agency, your success basically becomes guaranteed and you don't have to struggle. And generally, because you've made that fan base at that point in time, you don't have to struggle even after you leave the agency. Because you already have your own audience at that point. I'm pretty sure it was like during an interview with like Sea Dog VA and shit. And it's cool. Like, that is the one thing I do think VTuber agencies are kind of useful for, is they just like propel talents really far in a very short amount of time. And I like that a lot of the audience is starting to see more about the creator as the important aspect rather than the agency. So I remember in the early days, whenever there was a drama in the fucking agencies, the fans used to be like super supportive of the company. And some people would like shit talk the VTuber. Especially when it came to Niji. But I mean, in fairness, that was mostly Niji Sanji drama, and that's super toxic. Like, it's just super toxic. Since when do I paint Imperial Fists? Since I did a Combat Patrol giveaway at my last subathon, and Fungi selected the Space Marines Combat Patrol as Imperial Fist from the Combat Patrol magazine. We'll be doing another Combat Patrol giveaway next week, I believe, for the top donator and top gift subscriber. But a lot of these Combat Patrols are like, some of them are 10th edition, but most of them are 9th edition Combat Patrols, which I think for a lot of people are a big upgrade over what's available right here and now. Because most of these 9th edition Combat Patrols, I think it's only Tyranids and Space Marines that had 10th edition Combat Patrols. The new gen needs to double check their contracts, but man, this is not just shooting themselves in the foot. The worst thing is, apparently the JP branch isn't actually, doesn't have all the problems that the US branch does. And the whole, the new wave has literally had to move all their contracts over to a new subdivision of the US thing to protect them from all the nonsense that's happening in the main US division, if I remember correctly. I remember reading about that in, this morning. It's nuts. Like, I can't, like, I try not to talk about drama. I don't want to do it, but like, these are really big, impactful things in the VTuber scene. But like, no one's ever needed an agency. They just like, they're just very helpful. Oh, hi, Evie. Hi. What's up, little cat? You can't come here. I'm like, this is the painting desk. You can't invade the painting desk, little cat. But if you would like to sit, I can put you on cat cam and you can say hi to chat. Do you want to say hi to chat? Or do you just want to like get really cozy with me like this? Oh no, I think she wants to go into the window. I mean, if you go into the window, you're kind of on camera. I can put you on camera. Do you want me to make a path for you? Hi, Evie. Other than Ultramarines, do other major chapters have Primaris at all? The current state of... Well, every single chapter has Primaris at this stage of the game, Arafin. Every single chapter is Primaris. To the point where they're starting to get rid of the whole Primaris thing, and they're just calling them Space Marines with Mark 10 power armor. Which honestly is what I think they should have done from the beginning. Primaris is just Primaris was always just a fucking buzzword marketing gimmick as far as I'm concerned. And I don't think it was a very good one. Cat, what do you want to do, Cat? What do you want to do? Do you want to be a lap cat? Is that what you want to do? Come on. Become lap cat. Is that so bad? Okay, she's lap cat now. No more cat cam. I know it was very brief, chat. I know it was very brief. If she goes in the cat tower, we can have all the cat cam you want. Cat. She literally just wanted to be a lap cat. That's all she wanted. She wanted scratches. This is incredibly distracting, cat. God, look at this creature. Look at this creature. Look at her little face. This is what I have to deal with, chat, every day. I can give you uppies, as long as you weigh only 2 digits in total. Squish the cat. Oh, wait, where are you going? Cat, no! She's invaded the painting table. Everything is now covered in cat fur. Fuck. Wait, why did you go on the... What? She's just come back. She's just come back. She's now where she was before. This fucking creature. Can you make up your mind about what you want to do? Something just fell. Can you make up your mind about what you want to do? You fucking little creature. Your little face. Kato is here to help. I am squishing the cat. Kato squished. Oh, she keeps handing out and bugging me. I don't think she's satisfied. I gave her a lot of squishes and pets, and now I think she just wants more now. This is the one problem with being a hobbyist and a miniature painter and having cats. Is that the cats do not give a fuck if you are busy. Zero fucks given. Oh. Oh. Window cat. Window cat. Next week I will oil wash that fucking... I will oil wash that Night Castellan chat. I swear to God. It's been on this desk for like a month now and I haven't oil washed it. But I'm going to do it tomorrow. Not tomorrow. Next week. Because I'm going to be doing like at least a couple of hours painting and I want to get everything on my desk off my desk next week. Then we're going to do some building streams and some more painting streams. And it's going to be a great time. I swear to God. It's going to be fantastic. We're going to have a great time. And I'm going to build the fucking Longma dragon so I can say Longma balls. And it'll be great. It'll be great. Do so much painting next week. And we'll do lots of games as well. And we got some collabs booked, but not every night, because I feel like that'd be a bit much. And we'll do lots of games with chat, and we'll do some single player stuff. It's gonna be a nice comfy week of gaming. All week long. I hope you all are ready for it. Have your cats put... No, they haven't. My cats don't eat my minis. I know that there are members of this community, like Fungi, who do not have as much luck with cats in their miniatures. In fact, my cats go out of their way to not knock anything over in the house. Like, I feel like I've genuinely been blessed. They're very conscious that, like, they try their best not to be destructive creatures. And I don't know how or why they're like this, but I'm never gonna complain about it. Because it's like, it's so nice that they don't knock things over. They do their best. They do their best to not knock anything over. And I'm just like, yes, I have the best cats in the world because of that. Sometimes they knock things over by accident, but like, you literally watch and they'll like tiptoe their way around anything that could possibly be knocked over. I wonder if it's a hunting instinct that somehow they have retained to like not disturb the things they're walking around. I feel like it might be. Because they do like to hunt bugs. I've seen it. It's very funny. They're not always very successful, but they do try their best. They are very silly creatures, though. I don't know that they'd cope well with the outdoors if I ever lived in a place where they could be outdoor cats. Also, it's generally just a lot safer to keep them as indoor cats. My cat isn't orange, that's true. Neither of my cats are orange. One is black, the other is grey. Sometimes I feel like Haru wants to be an orange cat. Sometimes. Okay. What's next? What's next? What's next, I believe, is probably... Oh, that's not what I was meant to do. What's next, I believe? There's a fly. I'm aware of it now. God, there's so much cat fur in my palette now. Fucking Evie, I swear to God. You're the worst sometimes. She is the noisy one that yowls at all hours of the day for no reason. And I'm just like, why are you like this, child? And now it's just like very briefly. No, shit, I just realized I have to do all the helmets. I have to do all of the helmets. Hey, Sunbird, how you doing? Welcome to chat. What protective film, Andy? What? Looking at the stage, this angle reminds me of StarCraft Marines. Lol. I can kind of understand that. Should I do the Leagues of Votan as StarCraft Marines, chat? I feel like they have that aesthetic, you know? Okay, I need to do helmets. I need to do helmets for all of the Terminators. I can't remember which helmet goes with which Terminator, though. Fortunately, they're all kind of similar. So your AC heating unit died? Did you know Gundam has started releasing minis as well? Yes, I've heard and seen pictures of the Gundam tabletop game. It looks pretty good. I might give it a go someday. Someday. Not sure when, but someday. It's gonna be one of those, like, as and when I can find the time for it. I also kind of like the idea of doing Star Wars Shatterpoint, but again, part of my issue is that, you know, no one really plays that here. I'm not super interested in Gundam TCG. Now you want to do Terminators Zerg since you mentioned StarCraft? Fuck yeah. Like, I mean, if you think about it, the Zerg are just High Fleet Leviathan in their color scheme, right? They literally are just High Fleet Leviathan. I mean, these Imperial Fists aren't mine. They are part of a giveaway I've done earlier. My favorite Legion is actually the Perfect Third. You know, the best Legion. The truly best Legion. The truly greatest Legion the Emperor has ever raised. Paragons of humanity. I'm very curious as to what the Gundam tabletop, I think, is meant to be a more sort of like skirmish kind of game, which I kind of like the idea of, because Gundams never really, while they do have those big battles, that's not what the Gundam versus Gundam combat tends to be. Jesus Christ, I can hear Pink from the other room. What's happening over there? But yeah, no, I'm very excited. Wait, so they installed the new heating unit first and turned the heat on to test it. Which also burns off the protective film. Did they not remove the protective film before they turned it on? I thought you were meant to remove the film first before you turn stuff on. Hi, Evie. Lore-wise, the Imperial Fists are amazing. The fandom has flanderized them into I Build Wall. You know, that's fair. I just feel like the Imperial Fists in the Heresy, they're very cool, but I don't think they're that like no one really talks about the Imperial Fists in 40k. Whereas, like, you look at the Black Templars and the Crimson Fists. They have so much more going on in terms of, like, books. Particularly the Crimson. I mean, while I know the Black Templars are more popular, I genuinely think the Crimson Fists... Because originally the Crimson Fists were meant to be the Space Marines. And then in 3rd edition, they retconned the lore. Partly because they decided to make Ultramarines the poster boys. Which is weird when you consider... Actually, no, I think it was in 4th edition they made Ultramarines the poster boys. Because Crimson Fists were on the cover of everything in the start of 3rd edition. And Black Templars as well. I don't know though. I just like Pedro Cantor. The film was for transport and stuff. It's made to come off when heated up. I tried listening to the JP stream introducing them, but it was a little too wordy for my current ability to understand JP. You know, that's fair. That's fair. I'm very curious to see what's going to be like. Apparently, everyone who's played it had a great time with that when they did the games at Games Fest earlier in the year. Everyone who tried it. Apparently, it had like a 2-hour-long fucking queue just to get in and try the game, which is nuts. I guess there's a huge amount of interest in it, which I guess is good for the health of the game. It's a shame their booth size wasn't big enough at the big convention, because if it was, maybe I'd get to hear a lot more of it. If I can get... You blame Matt Ward? I think that's fair. A lot of what is memed and wrong about 40k is Matt Ward's fault, and I think we can all comfortably blame him. Lol. Is this at the state now where I can glue the helmets in? I think I can. Yeah. That's starting to look the part. We've got some metallic base coats to do. We've got to do the ammo casings. But I'm just going to glue the helmets on for now. One thing I do like about the whole push fit helmets is that it's kind of clear, like, just by trying to fit them, which helmet go. That might go with that one, but it's not a perfect fit. I think that's meant to go together. One of these two. That's not one of the helmets for this. There's a bit of me that wishes I'd glued them earlier, but like, it's better this way. Not that one. This one needs to go on a bit that's... Is it this one? No. I think I want to find... This looks like it's for this one. Yeah. That's a perfect fit. Okay, cool. Come on. Oh, I should have done the side bits, little nodes on the helmets as well. I can quickly do that. Just while I notice. Forgot that these were actually a thing. Imperial Fists are known for their gun lines in 40k and Defiance Cancer. That's true. That's true. Yeah, I don't know what the pricing is like on the Gundam tabletop. I quite like the idea of doing. So I've got a Sons of the Phoenix army that I'm working on. That's mostly based around the whole Imperial Fist gunline tactics, regardless of the fact that people keep calling them Emperor's Children. Which, you know, while may be the case, they're trying their best to be Sons of Dawn. It's also not confirmed lore yet. Maybe one day it will be, but until then. But there's a bit of me that kind of wants to use them as an excuse to run Black Templars without having people call me a fucking Nazi. Because, you know, most people who run Black Templar, I mean, I think it's just me. I'm not sure if it's memed or if there's actually a correlation between people who run Black Templars and people being alt-right. But I like the idea of having that shared Imperial Fist heritage letting me, like, run them however I want. They also talk a lot about how the Sons of the Phoenix are Crusaders. So I think it works. I've got most of the gunline stuff. I've got all the gunline stuff I think I need for it. So for me, it's just about having a sort of different flavor without necessarily having a different army. Just a different way to play Space Marines, you know? Okay. This doesn't fit here. Does it fit here? Not quite. So this must therefore go here. It does not apparently go in any of these. Fuck. That doesn't look right. I feel like this probably goes with this one. It feels like it also goes a bit too far forward here. Why is it so goddamn hard? This is why I hate push fit miniatures, chat. That one fits perfectly. Okay. I may have to just cut this little fucking rod on the inside off. This one definitely doesn't fit that, I don't think. Yeah, it sticks way too far out. Does it fit this one? God, which fucking helmet have I put in the wrong place here, I wonder? Fuck it. Where's my clippies? Oh. Evie, when did you loaf there? Behold. Cat. La Curiatore.
Do you hear the voices too?
Senbad 9818 just followed.
Thank you for the follow. Was it the cat that was the decision maker there? Lol. You like the Raven Guard successor and the Black Guard that lures its enemies into ambushes of heavy artillery. That's really cool and a very nice take on the Raven Guard kind of tactical doctrines. I like that. Okay. Here's hoping that that's done and these will fit. That feels like it fits. That also feels like it fits. Cool. Done. Oh, thank you. My painting skills. I mean, my whole aim for this, for when it comes to painting streams, is to not necessarily do the best painting possible. I'm not a display painter, not by any stretch of the imagination. But what I want is to show people very simple ways to make good-looking armies for the game, so that more people can get into the hobby. That's my whole thing, you know? Because, like, there's already, like, most of the, Hey, Krull! You do hear the voices, hell yeah. I mean, what? There's, like, most, like, reasonably sized painting channels for miniatures, I feel are generally a lot better than I do. But I think everyone always feels a little bit inadequate in their painting skills. Okay, I think it's time we do the Freehand Imperial Fist logo now. We've already sketched out the pattern on the thing. So I just need to find my black paint, which is somewhere in front of my face is my black paint. That's not black paint, that's gunmetal. Unless it's in my... There it is, right in front of my face. I fucking knew it. Okay. Freehand. I've never done freehand before today, chat. So, if this goes wrong... and we end up painting over it... It's not my... No, don't go! Oh, bye, Evie. Why are you screaming? I'm right here, Evie. You just, like, hopped off the table and is screaming into the hallway for some reason. Why are you like this, cat? Did I offend you in some way? Is this why you want to torture me with screams and make me feel bad? I didn't do anything, cat. I did nothing. I need a second coat, and that's okay. Also need to tidy that up because I went over the shape. Oh. Let me just make sure I'm getting this right by getting a reference. Okay, I might have put the thumb on the wrong side. But we can fix that. By just making it a big old fist. Fixed. Easy. Need to make this just a little bit taller. This one has a much better coat. I still needs a second coating, but like, I much prefer that one to the first one. I suppose that's how it goes, though. Breaking news. Give unto you a bean. Anyone know a good source of bits to use to make Primarch scale assault Terminators? What do you mean Primarch scale assault Terminator? He has died. Ozzy wasn't just a musician, he was a symbol. Creativity and raw energy for a lot of people, especially those who grew up on heavy metal. Like losing a legend, a weird uncle, and a piece of it. That's true. Like, rip in peace, Ozzy. I don't think anyone expected this. He's still quite young, in all honesty. Wow, mother. He had advanced Parkinson's. Oh, I didn't realize that. Oh dear. I thought he was still touring. Like, I'd seen like adverts for his tours not that long ago. And I thought he was still putting out new music on occasion as well. Oh God. I had no idea he had Parkinson's. That's tragic. I hope he was okay and surrounded by people that cared about him. It cancels a lot of tours and shows due to health issues. Oh God. Like Lightning Claws and Thunderhammers. I see, when you say Primarch scale though, that's the main thing I'm not sure about. Because for me, what I did was I just had some old Assault Terminator bits, and I just, from the old sprues, I put them on the new Terminator bodies in the new scale. But then again, it's like, I don't know that they'd really be Primarch scale. What? Crawl. Oh. Hi. Every time I turn to look at chat, it's like my tracking just goes a little bit wonky. Why are you screaming at me, Evie? You were literally here just a second ago. It's like you just decided that you had to come here and scream. You had to just leave and scream at me. Hi. What do you want, child? Get captured. Look at you. You are such a noisy, noisy creature. Gary is meowing. Don't pat my face. Don't pat my face, cat. Look at you. There is not a single thought in those eyes, is there? You just scream. Why must you scream? Why? Why are you like this? Why are you like this, Evie? Why must you scream for no reason? Are you staying, cat? Do I put cat cam back on? Where's my mask on? I found it. Behold, the creature. The new Terminators make them. Yeah, I mean, you might. I'm not entirely sure, to be honest. Like, let me see if I can get one of my Kit Bash Terminators out so you can see. I'm not 100% sold on it as a Kit Bash. Thank you. I want you to have a look before you make a decision. But I've heard that there's new Assault Terminators coming in the near future. So this is one I Kit Bashed. I've got some others, but it's basically like the old Assault Terminator bits. I'm not sure what you think. I'm not entirely sure if the arms are the right size, I'll be honest. I'm not entirely sure. But yeah, these are for my Cald Wardens, eventually. When I finally get around to them. What do you reckon? I've just realised there's a mold line there. Fuck! That's going to annoy the hell out of me. Yeah, also these old Terminator kits have tons of mold lines, which I didn't really notice when I was building them. I'm going to have to, like, fucking clean them up and then reprime them. It's just a little hamper, though. I think it works, honestly. Let me get some others. I got a whole squad of these guys. But yeah, Band of Goblins. Here is the Kit Bashed guys I did a little while ago. Some of them have some Dark Angel bits and pieces thrown in, specifically because they are meant to be Dark Angel successor Terminators. And I got an Ancient I Kit Bashed alongside them. But I think putting them next to like some some of them actual like new true scale Terminators, I think it helps give a better idea. Fruit Haraka Kenya Melody, Kurihima have all said statements coming or removed Vishojo from social media. Yeah. So it's just like the new Terminator kits with the arms of the old Assault Terminators. And I think it works. Sometimes you might need to do a little bit more to get the joint to look as good as it could. And like I said, these old models, they all have pretty terrible mold lines. So there's a slight bit of jankiness there. But I do think it works overall. I also really like using these old Horus Heresy helmets for Terminators, for Dark Angels. I just think it works. It looks super Space Knight kind of vibes. I should paint these. I'm going to leave these on my desk and paint them during the subathon. I want to paint them. They're going to be my first unit of Cowled Wardens. A little bit of me wished I didn't, but yeah, I got them out. They look good. I want to work on them. But anyway, back to what we were doing already. We've got one more Terminator in need of a base coat on the Freehand, and then we'll do the second one. The second coat. I'm not confident with Freehand, but I like the idea. I like trying new things. It makes me feel good. It's a good feel, especially when it works. But we've yet to see if this is gonna work. So wish me luck, I guess. I'm sure it'll be fine. Okay. Anyway, we should be able to do a second coat on everything else by now. I think we'll basically have these guys done, in all honesty. Tonight. Then we'll just do a quick oil wash just to do a quick once over once all the dark metal is on. Do some highlights. And a cheeky oil wash. Probably off stream. Just because oil wash is a pain. It's V-Show Jova. Lol. Is that a bad joke, chat? Is that a terrible joke? I feel like it works, though. It's about as jank as V-Shoujo's reputation is right now. Progress on Logan Grimnar has been made. Let's have a look. Holy fuck, that's a ton of progress.
Like, I'm going to bed, I feel like shit.
Oh, good night, Punk. Wow. I know. They're going to be for our gaming setup. There is a Kippy. There's an Eevee who kept screaming, and then I picked her up, and then now she's here.
Child.
She's on CatCam.
Hi. Little bastard.
Oh. Hey, monkey, how you doing? I am good. I am good.
Okay, good night.
Night, Punk. Oh no. No, we did not lose the cat. I thought she was going to go somewhere. I'm good. We're just having a cozy day. Cozy day. We did a lot of stuff today. Like, we did some unpacking. We built some furniture. We did some tidying. It was a very big day. I had a very long nap. Like, We had lunch and then had a nap, and then I woke up at like 5 o'clock and was like, fuck, I need to go to the shop. And then I cooked dinner. And then was streaming. It was nice. I also organised a collab for Saturday. So that's exciting. You had to play some Darktide with Mecagnius, who is a lovely being. Occasional stream lurker, and generally a nice guy. He does wonderful painting. I'd like to get him together for a collab with Froggy and Glacial at some point, because Phil's lovely, and I think they'd all get on really. I think they'd all get on rather famously. So I'm hoping I can kind of like connect them all together at some point. That'd be really fun. We're just doing second coat on the freehand, then we'll do an initial dark grey. The aim of that is to add a bit more shape and definition, make it look more like it's a fist than a black blob. And then once this is finished, we'll do the metallics. I mean, the loss of the metallics. Void Kitten spotted. You go by Rajanka. Oh, I'm sorry. I always kept calling you Monkey because it was the first bit, and I wasn't entirely sure how to pronounce it. Thank you for the clarification, Rajanka. I shall do my best to remember. But how are you doing? I hope that you're well. It has been a nice day. Okay. Now when that's all dry... Hey Scully, how you doing? Lovely to see you. I hope that you're well. I need to get a grey. Where is the grey? I don't think I've got a grey on the table. Into the paint box to find a grey. I suppose what I could do is I could use like a dark blue. Oh, I knocked something over. Bugger. I'll tidy that up later. I could go for a dark grey, perhaps. I could go. I'm just wondering. I'm sure there's a lot of paints missing from this fucking paint box. And I don't know why. How you doing, Scully? It's lovely to see you. I hope that you're well. Wow. I should, while I've got this here, I should put some of these things away. Cold grey, Stonewall grey, and Wolf grey. I will figure out which of these is the one I want at some point. I should put some of these away, because I don't need them yet, but I will need them another day. Yeah, there's a lot of paints missing from my thing. But that's okay. I figured it out. And by I am figuring it out, I've mostly figured out where they all are. They're all here on the desk. In various places, other than where I think they're supposed to be. Because I don't put things away when I'm done with them, like a dummy. And then I wonder why everything is missing. We always have the Void Cat doll here. Always. Well, not always. Sometimes she decides to leave us for a while. But then she always comes back. It's just a matter of time. Okay. That's a lot of things put away. This should make my table ever so slightly more easy to navigate, I hope. Because I don't need most of the things that were on the table. They're just kind of here because I forget to pack up after my paint sessions. And then I wonder where things are. Do I hydrate? Okay. So what's the order that I want to use these greys in? This looks like it's the lightest of them. I want the darkest of these greys. That's a very cold blue grey. And this one looks a bit warmer. This is the darkest one. It says it's cold grey, but it's really not. Okay, I think I'm going to use them in this order. So we'll start with cold grey as a sort of initial kind of shape-defining thing. And then we'll move on to wolf grey and then a final stonewall grey highlight. Not entirely sure. I'm not entirely sure just how I want to do this. I'll just try my best to reference the actual emblem of the chapter. I don't want it to go on too bright. I'm sure it won't. Okay, chat, what do we think? Does this look readable as a fist? I hope it does. That looks like the Imperial Fist, right? Yeah, I kind of think that's not terrible for a first attempt at freehand. Add some laurels now. Fuck off. No. 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 You can't make me. I will not. Wow. Besides, he's only a sergeant. He doesn't get laurels. It's just a sergeant. For a first attempt, it's quite good. I'm glad. This one was a little bit quicker. I don't think it's quite as good. Freehanding the fist. I don't think it's that hard in all honesty, because you just have to break it down into its basic shapes, right? At least that's what I'm trying to do. It's definitely easier on the ones that I've made it a bit bigger on. I certainly think this is actually easier than dealing with decals, in all honesty. Yeah, no, I won't lie. Freehanding is kind of fun. I wouldn't say want to do freehand lamenter patterns. Like, fuck that. But, like, little things like this. I could probably do the Dark Angel symbol freehand if I wanted to. Because that's just what, like, a line. And then, like, some triangles. But with some bits cut out. For, like, the actual feather shapes, right? If you just break it down to its constituent shapes, I don't think, as long as you keep it simple, freehanding, it's very intimidating. But as long as you keep your freehanding simple, it might be okay. It might not be too bad. What the fuck do I know, though? This is my first attempt. But I tried to make it as easy as possible to pick up. Because I wanted it to like, not be bad. So I was like, how can I make this the easiest it could possibly be? And I don't think it's working out too badly so far. So after this, we've got the the gun casings, and then we've got. I thought I was gonna need to do like extra highlights and stuff, but I think I'm okay with this. Maybe I might do it later. So we just start out with the bottom triangle, where we can see on the official emblem it's highlighted. Have you tried doing a lion's head on the side of a Kratos? I posted inspiration in tabletop. No, thank you. But let me have a look. Also, I need to show people your Logan Grimnar. Holy fuck, my guy. How do you paint this quality so quickly? That's insane. Actually insane. Look at this. Look at this fucking mad lad. That looks fantastic. Fuck you! Jesus Christ! Bruh. That's so good. So good. Holy shit, Katajan. Look at what this guy does. Here's me, first attempt trying to do fucking freehand. He's just fucking gloating with that. No, that's amazing. That's amazing. Genuinely, I'm impressed. I do hope that my reactions are taken for the silliness I am trying to convey. But yeah, no, that's crazy. That's crazy good. I genuinely can never get over how like skilled you are. Man, I wish I'd stuck with painting. I'd probably be way better at it than I am right now if I did that when I was a kid. But yeah, no. Genuinely. Cannot express how impressed I am, Katachan. Keep up the great work. It's always genuinely really delightful to see what you post, because man, I am always impressed, and you keep finding new ways to impress me. It's nice. I'm glad that you're part of this community. Yeah, I am having fun, which is always the important thing, right? Besides, I've only been painting for a couple of years. Like, hell, I didn't start painting until like a year after I started streaming. So I think, considering the time, I'm doing okay in terms of like general skill progression level. Let's do another little highlight. Can use wolf grey. This is a bit colder, this grey, so I'm thinking I'm gonna... You are always cooking. And it's always fantastic to see. Like, I genuinely love it. I'm glad that you've joined our community, Kat-chan, because honestly, it's quite inspiring. Maybe one day people can say the same about me when I get that good. If I get that good. I'm gonna keep trying though. I'm gonna keep trying. Yeah, doing this extra highlight is really like making it look better, I think. It just helps add the definition and it therefore makes it easier to read. The easier to read it is, the better it's gonna be. It's very quick to do as well, because it's only a couple of brush strokes to get it done. Okay. I think I found a bit I need to correct on the sergeant. Not necessarily on the on this bit, but like just in general, which I'll get to sooner rather than later. That was very quick. Now we'll do a nice stone wall grey, which is the lightest grey. Commission me, then present it as your own. No! No. 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 I mean, I try and approach things, Sinbad, from the Sinbad. I try my best to approach things as simply as possible, which I'm hoping is going to help other people learn and find their own way to paint. Actually, this grey is a bit warm. In fact, it's kind of yellowish. I don't want it. I don't want to use it because that's going to contradict all of the readability we've created. Cool. What's next? I need to do a little correction. Hi, Haru. Use gold yellow. Just a simple kind of clean up color. Just a little clean up color because it's quite a warm yellow. Just a little bit of a clean up. Oh, that's going to be a pain. Fortunately, I don't think there's much I actually need to clean up like that. Just a little spot here and there. Okay. Okay. And I've got some metal I forgot to do on the belt here. I believe I've also got a spot on the side of the sergeant's heads. Then we'll do the bullet casings and then the other metallic details. Just a tiny bit on the side of the sergeant's head here. And then... yeah. Oh god, no, I'm not doing the Aquila in gold. No, that's all going to be in dark metal. No. No, no, no. No. You need to have that... I kind of like the idea of First Company kind of harking back to the old classic Horus Heresy. Katachan does do commissions. Yeah, I can imagine overseas. Like, I imagine if you're in Europe, Katachan could probably do commissions for you, maybe. But if you're not in Europe, then it's probably a massive pain. Because being based in France, you know, it's a lot easier to transport stuff within the EU than out of it. Kalos bronze is what I think I'll use for the shell casings. But if you're in the EU, Katachan does fantastic work. Black or red would look good on the Aquila. Yeah, that's why I'm going for a sort of like black metal kind of aesthetic. I think what a lot of people say about Imperial Fists is if you do the red as the accent color, they kind of look a bit like Ronald McDonald. And while I think that's a bit of an exaggeration, there is a little bit of me that agrees with that. So I'd rather just do a color that I know I'm going to be happy with and not going to be questioning every time I look at it, you know? Though there are some bits I might choose to do in a brighter metal, like maybe a bronze color. Like bits, like little bits, like say the skull and crossbones here. That could work. I'm also going to need to go back and do some of the little lens bits at some point later. I don't know when that's going to happen, but it will. I'm also seeing bits I need to correct on this assault cannon, which I'll do momentarily because I want to do it while I've got it in hand so that I don't forget. Because I know myself, I will forget. But yeah, the Aquila, all of these bits, they're all going to be in black metal. Stop it, Tiger, else I have to pay you for advertising. No. Look, when I have community members that are skilled and talented, if I can afford to, I will commission them and support their work. And when I can't, you're damn right I'm going to plug you so that you can find work and get support for the really good work that you do. Because you deserve it. You deserve it. Why would I not support people who deserve support, you know? If you weren't a great painter, I wouldn't be saying this shit. But you are, so fucking deal with it. These are part of the terms of service of joining my streams. Lol. Red, hey, how you doing? What the hell happened here? What is this? What is this random acrylic flake? How did it get stuck here? That was weird. Oh, I see. It's from the brush. It's from like the furrow, and it kind of just flaked off. Oh dear. How you doing, Red? It's lovely to see you. Oh, you sent the concepts. Very nice. Hang on, one moment. Let me just finish this before I forget. Look at this creature. Where did you post it? Oh, where did you post it? Oh, they're up in the art chat. My bad. Remember to ping me next time. Otherwise, it will get lost. What the fuck? I just had to look at this Angron. Holy shit. Oh my god, there's an Angron in the art channel. Sorry, I just got completely distracted by just how bewildered I am by this Angron. It's so colorful. It looks exactly like my paint palette. It's got all the fucking colors. Jesus Christ, that looks equally cool and an eyesore, and I love it. Anyway, back to finding your thing. Ooh! Ooh, I like that. I really like that. Though, I'll be honest, I thought you were gonna go with, like, just the dark blue armor with the pink trim, but holy shit, that looks way better than my idea. Like, I love the silver in it. Yeah, no, that's fantastic. It looks great, and it looks so unique as a color scheme concept. Yeah, no, that's gonna look fantastic on the tabletop. Holy shit. The Clown Angron. Yeah. No, that looks amazing. Genuinely. Like, fuck yeah. Do we think he makes squeaky clown noises? Yes. Yes is the answer. It's mostly the trans colors. I don't think it needs to be, though. It doesn't need to be a perfect match for it to get the idea across. I think it does that well. I think it does that well. But what's the most important thing, as always, is that your friend is happy with it and that they're going to be able to have a fun time painting it. That's always the important thing. I hope they like playing Chaos Space Marines. Chaos Space Marines are quite a relatively easy faction to get into in terms of gameplay. I wish I could say the same for specifically Emperor's Children. But Emperor's Children are kind of rough. Like they're like glass cannon space marines in terms of how they play. So they're very fast and they're quite punchy, but like they have no way of really dealing with heavy like tanks and stuff. So they kind of get stonewalled by certain matchups. And it's very unfortunate. As opposed to Space Wolves who are just fuck. I think that one turned out the best with the Rubric Marine helmet. Hang on, let me have a second look. I didn't realize you did multiples because the preview cropped out the other images. Yeah, no, I'd agree. I'd think that you and your friend would have a fantastic time building and kit bashing a whole army with like out of all the different kits. Like you could combine Chaos Space Marines with Rubric Marines and the Emperor's Children Infractor Tormentor kit for your battle line. Like one kit of each should give you more than enough bodies to do most different things. It'd be really cool. It should be really, really cool. Like that's going to be such a cool aesthetic, and I hope that you'll have fun with it. I hope that you'll have fun with it. Okay. I think that's starting to come together. I might maybe do a little bit of OSL on this power sword eventually. But first, there are other things that must be done. Many other things. Do I want to do battle weathering? No. I think that's a lot of work. And I'm not entirely sure it's something I'm confident enough in to do. We need to go over some of the blacks on the weapons because of the yellow sponging has kind of messed that up a little bit. We'll do that towards the end. Ah, I knocked my tracking. Lion done blue with purple in the recesses looks amazing. You're welcome. I thought it would. I just thought it would look good. Keep bashing Legion. It really will. I am not entirely sure how compatible the Rubric Marine kits are, but the Legionary kits should be amazing. Should work amazingly. If you want to throw in even more variety, you could say maybe get like the Mark III or Mark II, or you like any of the Horus Heresy Tactical Marine squads would probably work really well. You could also consider maybe waiting for the, if you want Raptors, you could wait for the Mark II Assault Marine Horus Heresy box and use that as a basis, because those look mint. Unless you prefer the look of the Mark VI Assault Marines. Either way, I personally love mixing marks, armor marks. But that's just me. You're leveling up your Psyker. You have no idea what the fuck you're doing with some of the keystones. Lol. Hey, Zira. Nagel, I wish I could help you, but I am just as lost when it comes to Psykers in Darktide. I just, like, do whatever someone in chat tells me to do, and it usually works out. You could go for some custom parts specifically for helmets. You could. You could. Most Games Workshop stores are very chill about using custom parts for helmets and random decals and stuff. Okay, what do I need to do? I'm going to use my Ionic Smart Paints Black Metal, which is somewhere on this table. It's right in front of my face, apparently. And then I'm going to use that on all of the random details on the Space Marines, because it's just a lovely, lovely, lovely paint. Now, where is my paint medium? Where is my glaze medium? I want this to be quite shiny. It's a very strong pigment. I really like Ionic Smart Paints. I really, really like Ionic Smart Paints. I have wonderful self-leveling properties and almost... They're not quite contrast paints. But there's a bit of me that kind of feels like there's a little element of it because of how they kind of separate out a little bit. You get a tiny little bit of that contrast effect with them. I don't know if it's intentional or just how they're formulated, but I think it's really good. And it just gives this beautiful kind of like especially the metallics. I've not used the rest of the range, but a lot of people swear by them. Sadly, there's like only one shop in the UK I've found that sells them. Partly because there's been some weird business disruptions with the people that made it. Because like they were partnered with one company and no formal agreement was signed, and one of those businesses went bust, but the other kept working. And they went with the smart paints. But it was like, it's the company that actually did the formula for the paint. It's not necessarily the one that was like working on all the promotion and branding and whatnot. So yeah, it just seems a bit weird. They did not go about it in the right way. The company that went under started slamming, like chatting shit about Ionic. And then the company was just like, look, this is what happened. And it just seems a little bit petty and childish. Which is their opinion on it. And it kind of seems legit, honestly. Don't know why they're airing their drama so publicly. But like look at this, look at the way that looks. Like there's no highlighting on there. It's just super shiny. Like, do you not think that looks fantastic? So explaining to a streamer I was watching the Warband. Lol. That's cute. That's so cute. That's so cute, Red. I love that. But I think it's so cool. I think it's a lot better like to do stuff like that very subtly. Because the people who think about it will generally get it. But the people who won't think about it are just like the kind of people that we are kind of like, yeah, it doesn't really matter because it's not something that they'd think about. And then you don't have to deal with like awkward people because it's not on their mind. I don't even know if I need to highlight that. Like, look at how reflective and shiny it is. I should probably highlight it a little bit though. Just a little. Just a little bit. This is probably actually going to be one of the longest parts of this whole painting stream is getting this done. But I feel like they're starting to really come together now. We'll give them a nice oil wash off stream and try and get pictures up of everything in the week. What do we think so far? Just gonna add a little bit of a shade here. This feels like such a little work bop. I love this song when it comes on streaming. It just, yeah, I don't know. Something about it that it just like feels like it's a work song. I don't know why. Your first load is just the one with brain and shit and shrieks, so that just becomes a living bomb. Run into a horde and pop it off, and then upgrade the stacks. What fight? That sounds cool. And then your second one has lightning. The lightning one is more about like crowd control than anything, as far as I'm aware. There are things that can make it trigger brain burst, though, even if you're not spec'd into brain burst. Which could be, you know, useful. The arid smell is finally leaving. Yay! Lol. I'm glad you're getting it. I'm glad that it's coming for you. But my word, that sounds kind of crazy. God, it's weird hearing anyone talk about PSP, actually. It's not just what it is. It's just... PSP is ancient, Andy. I mean, Red. That's like retro. And yes, I will stand by that statement. The PSP is now retro gaming. What about it? Fucking at me. Fucking at me. You know I'm right. It's retro. Just like how the GameCube is retro. And the Xbox is retro. And the PlayStation 3 is retro. Oh, actually, how old is the PS4? Does that count as retro in this day and age? I feel like it might, in all honesty. PS4 is retro, that's what I thought. We're old, chat. We're all old, whether we want to admit it or not. Okay. I think the fun guy is happy with this when he gets it. He's a good bean. He is a good fungus. You're probably young, and you're making me feel old. The PSP you have is a year younger than me. It is ancient tech, my guy. It is ancient tech. You just have to accept it. Time marches on regardless of whether or not we wish it to. Someone get me a chronomancer. Lol. I mean, I hear there might be some on Jupiter. Lol. Did you hear about the sinister green fucking light coming off of Jupiter? Which looks ominously like a Necron tomb world. When you have a minute, you posted some new pics. No Grimnall, older stuff. Okay, let me have a look. Let me just finish up this Crux Terminatus and then I will have a look. Saw this that needs fixing. Okay, let me have a look. So new Terminators Combat Patrol got revealed, and it's perfect for your army. 10 3 a Biovore and a Parasite Mortrix. Nice. A lot of people were very uncertain as to whether or not it was a good combat patrol. But I kind of always thought it kind of looked like it was okay. But then again, I don't really have many Gene Sealer stuff. I do have a Parasite of Mortrix somewhere in the house. So I didn't really think about it. Let's have a look. Oh god. Ooh! I fucking love that. See, shit like this makes me want to get Soulblight. It's so cool. Oh. Fucking Vader. This looks class. I love the differentiation between the armor plating and the materials. Like, you can tell that everything is like a very different black to each other. I don't know what that is, but it looks cool. This is Blood Bowl? No? Django Fat. Very nice. Ooh, spaces. I like these. These are really cool. Ooh. This picture is ever so slightly out of focus, but like this looks cool. I love the tiny little baby screamers. Battlefleet Gothic bases are lovely. Fango Jet, yes. I like the baby screamers there. What else do you got? Ooh, fucking love Grievous. Ooh, ooh, ooh. That looks gorgeous. Holy fuck. Man. I love the way you've made like the gold really stand out despite being quite close to this marble color. And the shading, as always, is immaculate on the main miniature stuff. I love the cloth. The cloth is probably my favorite part about this. It just looks like it looks really comfortable, you know? Very clean. Very clean. Very crisp, I think is the right word here. Ooh. That's also very crisp. Nice. We love Hive Tyrants. Is this Hive Fleet Behemoth? It's like the one they had a lot of 3rd edition, right? Demon Prince. That looks cool. Man. Man. That's awesome. That's awesome. Evie, I'm boop. Get booped. Ooh! These are classic! How did you find working with metal? Because I feel like a lot of people hate working with metal. Oh, that's Nagash, isn't it? That's such a cool model. You tried doing it like 3rd edition artwork? Yeah, I think you called it. Ooh. But I love the eye here. I never thought to like not have a faceplate on my knight, but this works really well. This feels far too nice an environment for a fucking Imperial Knight to be stomping around in. I want to tell it to get off the fucking flowers. Oh, that's sick. That looks so good. I don't know what that is, but it looks cool. God, I love it. I love this metallic bit here. It makes my brain, it gives me the good brain stuff. This is also very cool. This looks like so much effort to paint. Like, so much, this shield. Like, fuck painting something like this. There's so many edges and reflective surfaces. But that's a very cool model. Is it more Blood Bowl? It is more Blood Bowl. Yeah. That's some good stuff, Katachan. That's some good shit. It's always lovely getting to see your work. Always. You shouldn't compare yourself to a professional miniature painter. Like a proper professional, not one of these guys that just paints shit and puts it on eBay, like someone that actually does commission work. Unless, of course, maybe you are an actual commission painter yourself, then, you know, you might want to use Katachan as a basis for market research. In terms of, like, you know, not pricing structure, but, like, quality. Because, like, yeah. It's good stuff. It's good stuff. Like, genuinely. Like, I'm just going to keep painting my battle-ready miniatures and occasionally try and put some extra effort into stuff. Because that's where I am in my painting, I think. I do think this year has been a really solid year for growth for me in terms of, like, miniature painting. I've tried a lot of new things, and I think for the most part it's gone quite well. We'll do a competition at some point, but you gotta take care of your boozing problem. Yeah, no, that's very important. You should make sure that that isn't a problem and that you can, you know, do things in moderation or just not. Because alcohol is not good for you. Like, I think it's good to, I think it's nice to occasionally have a drink and stuff, but never let it be a thing that affects the rest of your life. Always make sure that you are taking care of yourself. Always. Because you deserve care. And at the end of the day, the first person responsible for taking care of you is yourself. Most of the models you've seen were painted on... Oh, Jesus Christ. Kata-chan! Imagine how much better you could paint if you were sober. That's actually kind of scary, lol. Hey, Aguna. How you doing? Welcome, welcome. Do you like Warhammer? What brings you to our little corner of the internet? We are just here painting some Warhams and trying to have a nice cozy Tuesday. You saw Warhammer and the Tism got happy. Yay! We can't help the Tism. Sometimes it means we don't understand, or well, not that we don't understand, but we miss jokes that chat says. That I'm just like, what? But yeah, we try and have a cozy time here. I hope that you can have a cozy time with us too. We're working on Imperial Fists as a part of a giveaway. It's my first time doing freehand, so I think we did a pretty decent job. It's quite late here in the UK, but yeah. I hope that you enjoy your stay. Tism is great. We love the Tism. Hey, is that a squirrel? No, see, for me, it's not a squirrel. It's, oh, that miniature looks cool. I'm going to paint it. Forgets the half-painted army I'm in the middle of working on. And then realizes, like, a month later, like, oh, yeah, no, I should finish that. I should finish that so I can play the games that I said I wanted to play and do the tournaments I said I wanted to do. But then I just, like, hyper-focus on one thing. And then I'm like, ooh. Okay, Gata-chan. Thank you so much. It's always lovely to see you in chat. It's always lovely to see your work. I hope you have a wonderful sleep. It doesn't help the ADHD don't help with painting an army. I get you. I get you. But I can just sit here and paint all day. The issue is, like, I have a job and other things I need to do. And so I try my best to, like, keep to routines, which is honestly easier than it sounds. It's the stuff during the middle of the day when I'm not streaming or sat down painting that gets a little bit chaotic, which I am less than a fan of. I'm kind of hungry. I have a little bedtime snack, mayhap. Yeah, once this bit is done, We'll go and review other sections of the miniature while it dries. Then we'll do a little silver highlight. Hopefully we'll have this squad done in almost no time. I'm aware that I need to go over some bits that I somehow missed with the contrast. I don't know if I want to put some battle damage on these guys. I feel like it wouldn't go wrong. It wouldn't look bad. But like, I'm not entirely sure how I'd like to do all the little chips and scratches. I guess I could just use like the dark metal and just work on it that way. Just like add in a couple of scratches inconsistently here and there. But for now, let's go through and review the miniatures. I know there's some bits I need to just slap on some contrast to, but other bits, like here, I need to actually just tidy up with manual painting. But for the most part, it's kind of basically done. I'm gonna get another yellow. I need a slightly darker yellow for certain bits. Just something a little bit warmer, slightly with a slight more orange tint to it. Even though the difference isn't that great, it's great enough for me to notice. Like this bit here. Yellow is such a hard paint to correct. It's very frustrating in all honesty. Okay. This bit here. This is almost certainly going to need at least one more coat before I'll be happy with that. There are some bits I can just pop a little contrast paint onto, thankfully. Thank you. I'm very happy with it. It's the same one. I haven't updated the model kind of since I started streaming, in all honesty. I kind of feel like I will do at some point soon, because things are in the works. I'm very happy with the aesthetic.
Look out! Here they come!
There is a cat
Tis
cam. She's a void.
1987D just raided with 6
Peace!
views.
Thank you so much for the raid. How you doing? How was your stream? What were you up to? Welcome, welcome,
Do
raiders.
you hear the voices too?
Bespoke 234 just
Thank you for the
followed.
follow. I'm Tiger. We're working on Imperial Fists for a Combat Patrol giveaway. We've had a
Do
little
you
while.
hear the voices too?
Their winnest just followed.
Thank you for the follow. But yeah. What were you up to? What were you doing? Do I have any mods in chat? Do I need to do the thing? Ah, yes. Had a good stream? What were you up to? Let me get you a shout out. it was my first time doing freehand today as well, so that was kind of fun. I think I did okay. Though I don't know that I'm ever going to choose to paint yellow again as a main color. It's hard. It's very hard. Also, we have a cat cam. Look at the creature. She's very dark, so she blends in to whatever. Well, thank you. What are you painting? You finished a drawing? A Stormcast. Stormcast are cool. I kind of just broke it down into the base shapes, like, so I took the idea of like a hand as like the gauntlet being like a trapeze, and the fist just being a square, and then a little notch on the side for the thumb. So I just painted big blobs of black, and then I used a grey highlight to define it. I mean, some of them are a little bit off center and all that, but I don't think I did too bad. I'm kind of happy with it, honestly. I'm kind of happy with it. I might do more freehand on things and start experimenting with it. Right now, we're kind of mostly finished. We're kind of at the tidy up stage, and then do some highlights here and there. But that may still take a little while. I'm from the UK. I don't travel very much. What? So it'd be nice to someday. What about yourselves? We have a lot of people from all over the world in our community, though. We have some French, some Americans, some Canadians, some people from Asia, though I keep forgetting which countries, because I don't know that bit of the world very well. Wow. I need to do my Stormcast at some point. I need to prime them and then do work on them. I've got an idea for how I'm going to paint them. I'm going to do them like just white and blue with like lots of glowy cool stuff. That one doesn't need that much correction, thankfully. Most of these need just a smidge of extra paint here and there. Smidge. Smidge. Like little bits just in the crevices. I think in the future I'm never gonna glue the shoulder pads onto Terminators, because it's just before I paint them, because it's just a little bit awkward trying to get in there sometimes. The fact that they've actually got the internal shoulder pad details kind of makes me think that you're not actually meant to paint them before, like glue them before you paint them anymore. But I didn't think about that, really. I just built them because I wanted to build stuff. I like building stuff, chat. It's fun. You might just make them as you feel like. And stuff like the original colors you use, mostly gold, like 90% something. Rest is not blue, but like turquoise. I like that. That sounds cool. From the Netherlands. Very nice. Very nice. I know a couple of people. I think we've got a couple of Netherlanders in the community here. I think some of them aren't here tonight though. Wow. Wow. What do you call? Is it the Dutch? Do you call people from the Netherlands Dutch, or is it? I don't know. Because I know. Is it the Netherlands or is it Denmark or is it? Or is it Belgium? I know there's one of them is the Dutch, but like it doesn't make sense for the because being Dutch doesn't have anything to do with the country name. But like, wow, Denmark are Danish. The Dutch. Netherlands is Dutch. Okay. I don't know why I had it in my head that Belgium were the Belgians were Dutch. I don't know where that came from. Wow. I think this one is basically ready for the oil wash. We won't do the oil wash. No, he's not. I think for most of these, I just have to do a quick once over with black on the weapons. And then I need to highlight the silver on the dark metal areas. And then they're ready for an oil wash, which I will do off stream after that. I love doing oil washes. I just wish, like, it wasn't such a time-sensitive activity, you know? Because it's like, if you leave them too long, it potentially ruins the miniature. So you generally have to, like, do it and then wait an hour and then clean the model. And even then, it can sometimes cure too fast. The Dutch historically don't like the Spanish and the Germans, that's why. Ah. Maybe because Germany, in German is Deutschland. I guess that makes sense. I think we're from Germany, but we aren't. Yeah. Do you know that Australia doesn't exist? Lol. Everyone knows that. Australia is just upside down Britain. It's why you get the opposite of British weather, because like it's so hot you spontaneously combust, whereas in Britain it's so miserable it just rains all the time. Except it doesn't actually rain as much as people think it does. Like, I would love some rain right now. It's so fucking warm. How can it not exist if you live there? You're just upside down, Rad. You're just upside down. Like, your whole world is literally upside down right now. How do you feel? How do you feel? Summer rain is probably the best thing ever. I agree. Summer rain is amazing. I wish we had more of it. Okay, I need to do another coat of yellow here. Okay, this bit of the gun needs fixing. Okay. This bit needs a bit of yellow, a bit of black on the bolt gun again. A little bit of metal on this bit. Hi, Evie. What's up? What's up, little cat? Phantom! I'm not drinking Null Oil. Wow. It still hasn't happened. I have yet to drink the paint water. No matter how much chat wants me to. You all are still waiting for that fateful day. I haven't done it yet, and I'm not going to. You can't make me. I will not be gaslighting my own stream. How you doing, Phantom? It's lovely to see you, as always. Evie is baby. He's just a little baby. When she's not being really annoying. Which fortunately is most of the time. But sometimes she is a menace. Screaming at all hours of the day. Every now and then she just has a day where it's just like, bruh, can you please chill? And then she's like, nah, no chill. Chill is not a word in her vocabulary. Literally, because she's a fucking cat and she's too fucking stupid to realize. But what else is new? Well, I love her though. She is baby. You guys don't know. You'll have their student debts in their 30s. Jesus Christ, I wish I could pay off my student loan. Give unto you the bean. A bean for you. What? What? Okay, These. Thank you so much for sharing your community with me. I will do my best to take care of them before I go to bed. Ah. Look at this fucking cat. Look at her little face. Look at her. She is baby. Look at this baby. I hate this section so much. Oh, I had the cat cam perfectly positioned for where you were, and now you've gone and moved, and now I have to move the cat cam. Wow. Sometimes I swear she does this. She knows, I think. She knows. She's even looking away now. This creature. This menace. She's like, no, I do not wish to be on camera. You may not look upon me. But just you wait. She'll cry out for attention. And then we'll have her. We know it to be true because that's exactly how she is. Well, she will literally scream for attention. It's really annoying. Well. Okay, what's next? What's next? What's next? I wanted to do just a little thing. Just a little thing with this ink here that I like to use. Oh, there's still a lot of yellow paint in there. Don't know that I can use this, but let's find out. Okay, just gonna sploot just a little bit. It kind of works, really. It's just a little bit of OSL. It kind of works. Bye! Thank you so much for hanging out. I hope I will see you again. What? Just a little bit of OSL. I don't know if it looks a bit weird, but I think it works. It's probably because it's just a little bit more transparent than I thought it would be. But I think it works, honestly. Just gonna get a little bit of fluorescent blue ink now. Rinse out the sponge a little bit. This is such a nice way of doing OSL. It's so much easier than having to deal with fucking airbrush shenanigans, I think. I mean, that's just my opinion, but, like, I don't know. I don't like dealing with airbrushes. I'll be real with you, chat. I'm gonna take a tiny bit. Tiny little bit of white ink. Just gonna sponge that down just a little bit. Just to create an area of kind of like relative lightness. And then what we're going to do is dip this into the fluorescent blue ink. And we're just going to sponge that on. You should get a nice little blend between the light blue and the fluorescent. And we should still get a little bit of the, that original OSL through. do we think, chat? What do we think of that OSL? I've not tried doing Sponge OSL before, but I think it works. I think it works. Your webcam was delivered and you're not home for it. You like it? Fungi, what do you think of your Terminator squad? What do you think of your Terminator squad? They're almost done. Let you get your glasses on. Hang on, let me adjust the focus so that you can see it well as well. I need to adjust this because you can't really. Let me adjust the focus. You lick them. Lol. They're not finished yet. They're not finished yet. There's just a little bit of highlighting to do on the dark metal. Though I'm not entirely sure if I need to, given how reflective it is. I feel like the oil wash is gonna do the trick. Yeah. I'm kind of tempted to end it here. Hey, Rainbow Wrangler. How you doing? Welcome to chat. Do you like the freehand I've done for the Imperial Fists logo? I've never done freehand before, but I wanted to try and do something cool. Especially because I don't know where my Imperial Fist transfers are, and I really don't like using transfers. We licking stuff here. Lol. I'm glad. I hope they are tasty miniatures, Fungi. But yeah, I think we just need to do oil wash and then base them. I think they're basically done. The OSL was a little bit bluer than I thought, but I think that makes sense because it's like blue light against yellow. And we use transparent ink. Part of the niche crowd just extremely late. Oh, well, welcome.
Do you hear the voices too?
Rainbow Wrangler just followed.
Thank you so much for the follow. But yeah, it's sadly quite late here. Like it's almost midnight, and I have work in the morning. So I don't think there's anything more I need to do on these miniatures tonight. So yeah, Fungi, is there anything you can see that you would like me to work on? Because if so, I will do it. These are your Terminators. Is there anything you want to look at, check out? Oh, you're going to dip. Okay. Bye. You like them? Good. Win a miniature dinner. I mean, you could win miniatures. Next week we're gonna do a combat patrol giveaway if anyone wants to hang out for that. But that's gonna be for like the winner of the whole donathon thing we're gonna do next week. Wow. Anyway, thank you, Wrangler. I like to be adorable. Also, I have cat. So if people don't like me, they stay for the creature. Look at her. Look at her. She's such a little creature. Request cat ears and blood. No! No. Veto. Look at those toe beans. Yeah. She is a cute creature. I know you do. I know you do. But yeah, I'm a have to. I'm a raid out. I hope to see you guys next week or tomorrow. Look how much she loves it. She is baby. Like, look at me. Look at this. Look at this. She is just. She is so happy. Like. Dog is licking the cat on the TV. Oh, that's so cute. Oh. I love this community. You're the wholesome beans, and I appreciate you. Who do I know that's online that I can raid into? Who's doing miniatures and stuff? Oh no. Oh. Bye, Evie. Do you want to be a lap cat? Did you just get up so that you could get more scratches? She just got up so she could get more scratches. That's all. She's not escaped. She's just like half on my lap so that she can reach my hand. How am I supposed to find someone to raid? How can I do this with you like this, child? Explain this to me. How does this work? I could raid into small, or I could find someone else. Is there anyone I would like to raid that I don't really... I kind of want to keep it on miniatures and models if I can, but like, I don't really know anyone who's doing that kind of stuff tonight. It's weird. Usually there's so many more people. I dropped my phone. Who should we raid into, chat? My void baby. Oh! That's so cute. Cato. You need to chill. You need to chill. I can't raid out at this rate. She's just gonna keep getting in the way of my hands. Which I suppose is kind of funny. Could raid into small. I think I'll raid into small. Raid Hebe on Terror. Raid he on Terror. As a Chaos main, I may raid Terror. No! Cat, why must you knock things over? Why are you like this, child? Me tries to end stream, cat shenanigans the entire time. It's like she's saying I'm not allowed to go. So tomorrow is What the Fuck Wednesday. Well, we just review a bunch of random new releases and indie games that I don't know anything about them. I just like go through a list of things companies are offering me, and I just think, oh, this looks cool, let's try this out, and that looks cool, let's try that out. And yeah, that's kind of all tomorrow's stream is gonna be. It'll be a bunch of random weird stuff. A lot of it is like very cheap indie titles. I should try Pizza Tower. I've heard good things about Pizza Tower. It looks fun, but also very frustrating. Cat, this is a brush. Look at her. Look at her. Look, she wants to play with the brush. Don't play with my brush. Look at you. Look at this creature. Such a fucking baby, I swear to God. Look at this child. Look at this child. But yeah. Thank you. Mort! Hey! How you doing? Enemy to your Iron Femboys. Hey, I don't play Imperial Fists, okay? They're just they're giveaway. I have to do the characters, and I have the Infernus Marines. Oh shit, the raid's gonna go. Oh, I'm so sorry, Mort. It's always lovely to see you. I will see you tomorrow for random bullshit gaming. Wow.